Alrighty, welcome to the first episode of Bleached Podcast, and I am your host, Voyage. I am a R&B singer out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's north of America, which makes it colder. I thought this would be a good way to kind of engage more people and try to get my name out there a bit more with some video content. I've been a musician for a couple years now, had some releases, but in the market these days it's kind of difficult to get your stuff out there. That's what this is. I'm here with my video producer. Mr. Producer and I, we did film stuff together, so that sounds weird.
We went to film school is a normal way of saying that.
I didn't know if you wanted me to say that, but
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that is shameful going to film school.
but I thought that it would be a good opportunity for us to
Might as well use all the stuff that we have.
to kick things off. I just wanted to say that I have no plan on like how this thing is going to be structured. I thought I would just kind of jump into it, written a couple notes down, and then we'll see where it goes. It's going to be short and sweet. This is not going to be a 4-hour thing, so don't worry about that.
Well, the camera says we can go for 451 minutes. So.
Okay, so actually we're going to go for 4 hours. Actually, so something that did happen today that I wanted to just make a note of was I took a walk, and I have new headphones that have like the ambient mode on, so you can like hear traffic and things. And I thought that that's what it was kind of designed for, so that when you're in public, you can still, hear a car coming or anyways. I put them on this ambient sound, and I was excited to hear what it sounded like. And oh my God, my ears like blew out because of the amount of wind noise.
Oh, yeah. Those are from what I understand, pretty much useless in wind.
Yeah, so I was like, what is the point then? Like when I'm around the house or when I'm in the office, like that's when I feel that the noise canceling feature is best.
Well, not everyone lives in a wind tunnel like us.
That's true.
What brand of headphones are they?
They are the I forget.
Great content. What is a podcast?
I think it's
called
called
guy looking at his phone.
I think it's called the Status AC3s or something. They are actually, so the reason I got them was because they have like the 3 different drivers. So they have the bass in them as well as the mids and then a high speaker. So whereas I'm pretty sure a lot of other headphones only have a single driver, which, if you're trying to listen to music the way that it was made, you might as well get as many speakers into your ears as possible. That's my motto. So, Mr. Producer, man, you were telling me something before we started.
My girlfriend wanted to go to the Rock and Gem show. She likes, like crystals and stuff. Not in like a new age woo woo kind of way. She just thinks they're cool. She likes to collect them and stuff.
When you said Rock and Gem show,
yeah,
I thought you meant like Rock and Gem show.
The Rock and Gem. Yeah, I went to the Rock and Gem show.
I thought maybe that was at like the Bell Center for music.
No, it was at the Calgary Soccer Center.
Oh, cool.
And it was just like they just had one of the soccer pitches, I guess, the like small ones in the soccer center, just like gated off, and there's a bunch of different vendors selling crystals, and it's about what you'd expect. It's a lot of like, this will heal your depression and this will make you rich, and it's like.
And so everyone there left with money bags.
Yeah. It's like, well, I don't know. You have all these crystals that make you rich and happy and stuff, and you kind of seem miserable and poor, but
yeah, well, they're only poor because you got to invest.
Yeah.
In the crystals.
It's cool. There's some cool stuff there, like some cool jewelry and stuff, some cool artists. This guy that I bought this like tree that like was like wires, and then it had like little gems on the leaves. That was cool, some cool artisan stuff.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that from my girlfriend.
Okay. So she's gonna be rich.
Yeah, no, this guy wasn't. See, I didn't go for any of the things that make you rich and happy. I just went for the things that looked cool.
Was the tree cursed?
It could be. See, that's the thing. I was saying this as I was leaving. I'm like, I think this is what rubs me the wrong way about these, and why I have no inkling to even possibly believe in any of this stuff. It's like, surely, if rocks and gems and vibrations can like affect the way you feel in your life and stuff, surely some of them would be bad. Surely some of them would like give you like indigestion or like, like a headache. But they're all good. They can't all be good.
That kind of just reminds me of like when you hear about these weird plants that people have taken and then created, medicinal things out of. It's like, how did you get to that point?
Oh yeah.
Where you discovered that?
A lot of people had to die to figure out what is and isn't poisonous.
Yeah, I mean, what about the puffer fish, right?
Yeah,
like it's a delicacy, but then also like you die by eating it. So was there just someone who died and then they just kind of kept testing it out? They were like,
I think we can crack this one. Just give me like 2 more shots.
Give me 2 more people, and we can get this done properly.
But that's a perfect example of like, plants. Some plants are good for you. Some plants make you feel high. Some plants take away your headache, and some plants kill you dead. So like that makes sense to me. There are good and bad ones. I just have trouble believing that all the rocks make you feel good things.
That's true. Yeah, there has to be bad rocks.
Yeah, that's what. And I think the bad rock was the the ones that were printed with Minions and Rick and Morty. Those were probably the bad 5 rocks.
Those were cover-ups.
It was all like, like really nice like jewelry or like, pieces, specimens and stuff. And then there's this one booth that was like just like clearly like printed on rocks. Get your Rick and Morty, get your Minions, and it's just a flat piece of rock with a picture of them. And that.
Now, did they call them Rick and Morty rocks, or did they have to like make up a little?
Well, they didn't have the name, but it was very clear. It was just a picture of the guys.
Okay.
So
they weren't like, this is rock and mortar. That's the best. That's the best names I could think of.
That would have been better. Top. Like it was literally. It just looked like they ran it through an inkjet. I don't know how they do it, but
they ran a rock through a.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's impressive. That's what they need to be selling.
Did you go to Stampede this year?
Stampede? No. I avoid the Stampede.
Smart man.
Like the plague. Mostly because I'm allergic to horses. And the Stampede is basically a bunch of city kids.
City slickers. You can say it.
City slickers from the Jets that want to become cowboys for a week.
It's an excuse to wear Western stuff and drink heavily.
Yeah, and eat everything deep fried.
Very expensive, very deep fried food.
With bugs now.
Yeah.
I think the deep fried went so far that they just started adding bugs to everything.
Well, I mean, it's Calgary in July. You're going to get bugs.
Calgary is also known as Cowtown, which really plays into the whole cowboy aesthetic. But I was cursed at birth by a stone.
With Rick and Morty on it.
Maybe. With having allergies to every single animal with fur. So I actually, if I go to Stampede, I immediately start to have allergic reactions. So I used to go on the rides there, but everything to the, I guess, the east of the Stampede grounds, that's all like horses and stuff. So I avoid it. But you went for one day, right?
Yeah, I went. My girlfriend went to see. There was Kyle and Logic were playing. She likes those guys. I'm not overly familiar with them, but
who is Kyle? What
he's a rapper. Also goes by Super Duper Kyle.
Super Duper Kyle.
What the
pretty fire.
The screen said.
So you hope that that's what he goes by.
Yeah, well, he was like, I'm Super Duper Kyle, but like on all his things, he's just Kyle. So
just
I don't
Kyle.
know if that's if he's just trying out super duper. But yeah, I mean, so we went for the evening. The thing about Stampede is like if it's just a music festival, like $25 to go like see a Logic concert, like that's a great deal. Everything else, I do not understand what people see about this. Other than I guess if you like, I don't drink, so if you drink, it might be fun to get drunk there. But like you said, there's the rides. I'm not getting on a ride that throws you around every which way and also fits on a truck.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy how compact those rides get.
There's no way they're not cutting corners there. I'm not saying anything.
I think a couple years ago,
There have been incidents.
some have like the spinning ones
Yeah.
have definitely fallen off.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, honestly, rides are probably safer than airplanes right now.
As long as the ride's not made by Boeing, allegedly.
Yeah.
Then you're allegedly fine.
Then you're good. So wait, how long did you go for? Like a whole day?
We were just there. Like we got there probably like 7. The first show, Kyle, was at 8, and then the next one was right after at 9. So we were there from like 6 to probably 11:30.
Okay, yeah. And then you saw the fireworks, and then everything
we saw
shuts
it
down.
just as we were walking out. But it's fun. I hadn't seen a Logic show before. He didn't really know much about him. He's quite the character.
I honestly thought he quit music.
Well, he hasn't, like, I don't think he's been doing much. He is putting out a new album. Like, he played a song from his new album. It's coming out in August.
Because he, like, from what I remember from years ago, was that he was like, I'm done making music. I'm going to be a streamer and play games.
Yeah, he does. He streams and he has, like, a podcast. And, like, he's also talking about, like, he's like, yeah, I spent, Hollywood didn't want me to make a movie, so I spent $4 million of my own dollars. Which, as someone who knows about film, that's not a lot, but okay, Logic. So he's got a film coming out at some point.
Hey, maybe it's just a podcast.
Maybe it's just a really long podcast. He was like, yeah, I wrote, produced, and directed a film with me and my friends. And what is that if not a podcast?
I mean, yeah, no,
So,
that's fun. That's exciting.
I'll be excited.
Hey, if
to
it's
see
a
Bobby's
documentary,
movie.
that might be kind of
Yeah.
cool. If he's just blown $4 million to make a sick documentary of like him being a VTuber or something, I don't know, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think he moved to Hawaii, didn't he?
I have no idea. But
I feel like he just went like totally off the grid.
He like had a kid a year or two ago, and so I think he's been like
left his wife.
Well, he did. He would say like he was at the video. He was like, I left. I haven't done a show in a year. I'm here in Calgary. Left my beautiful wife, automatic pussy, to be here.
Damn.
And you know what? We thank you for your sacrifice, Bobby.
Actually, so I would like to. I just kind of remembered this because if you don't know Logic, I mean, okay, this is gonna get into some strange territory.
Okay, I think I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
But he looks like a white man. But
He very much does. He opened his show. He's like, "Who here doesn't know about Logic?" I raised my hand, and he said, "What you're about to see is gonna look a lot like a white man saying the N-word." But he said the N-word, and I was like, "Okay, interesting." Not knowing
Strong
that he
start.
He's biracial.
He is biracial, and one of the interesting things about him is he really likes Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
Because he named a lot of his albums Bobby Tarantino, I think. Which Quentin Tarantino is also known for just saying the N-word a lot. Although from what I know, not biracial.
He just likes to write movies and cast himself as characters that say the N-word.
So I wonder if there's going to be a little bit of a link between...
Maybe this is secretly Tarantino's final film. He's been teasing it.
I wonder if Logic has asked Quentin Tarantino to be in this film.
Yeah, I'm sure he would say...
I'm sure he would say, I would love you to be in this film, and then you can say the N-word as much as possible. And then I'll also let you suck on...
Automatic pussy.
And I'll let you suck on automatic pussy's toes.
But yeah, that was Bobby.
Oh, God, Bobby.
Good old Bobby. I do love calling him Bobby. And also, like, going into the show, the only thing I knew about him is that he looked like Anthony Fantano.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot. This is not his original thing. But, like, someone right beside us was, like, making those jokes. And I'm like, well, okay.
I have to pull this up.
Yeah.
Because I mean, does he, though?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, they're kinda just a white bald dude with glasses.
Yeah.
If that man said the N-word, I think all hell would break
Yeah,
loose.
as far as I'm aware, I think we're good on that. But anyways, all this to say, Stampede, if you're just like, if an artist you really like there is playing at the Coke stage, it's a $25 concert. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, I have a deep hatred of Stampede because we walked in and we saw like the carnival games, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a good boyfriend when my girlfriend like this little Hello Kitty thing. Plop down my $10, instantly lost.
Yeah, no, those things are definitely a sham.
Well, someone won because you're competing against other people, but it's like I don't know what I could have done better.
I always wanted, they so now they give out like scooters, like these electric scooters.
Yeah, they
But
did have those.
before, they used to give out those little pocket bikes, like those little motorcycles,
yeah.
and I wanted one so badly. And you'd always see kids at the end of the night. There'd be like 2 kids
Yeah.
that just had them, and they just looked so cool.
Yeah.
And this is funny because you don't like when I mention that I'm tall. But now that I'm 6'6", I would love to see myself on one of these.
It's very funny.
Like it would fit on this
Yeah.
desk. Like it's like that big. They're tiny little things. That would be fun. We should do that.
Yeah.
We should do that for
The
music
thing about
videos.
those is like, because they had the scooters there, and it's like you have to win like 4 or 5 times in a row. So 1, they're definitely rigging it on the 4th time. 2, anyone who's winning that's your whole day.
Could be your week. You know who probably wins those? Who probably wins those is like people, like once they spend enough money.
Yeah, it's like the crane game thing where
Then they like rig it to your favor.
it's actually
Or friends.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need friends in higher places.
True.
AKA Stampede.
I don't know. It seemed like a pretty miserable gig.
I mean, so last year actually, DJ Diesel, who is Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah, for those who don't know,
DJ'd a set at the
did.
Stampede, but it wasn't at the Coke stage.
No,
It was
that's the other thing.
Nashville North. Is that
yeah?
what it's
Like
called?
Stampede kind of is just a music festival now, where like there's just a bunch of different stages with a bunch of different people.
Yeah, and then they let people in for $25, but then they'll also charge you $25 for water.
Yeah.
So then you're
that's business right
there.
That's money moves.
That's how you make liquidity.
Yeah.
You sell liquid.
Last year, Pitbull was playing, and a friend of mine, she and a bunch of people all dressed up as Pitbull and went to go see the Pitbull show.
Could you imagine being Pitbull and you walk out on stage and everyone
I feel like that's pretty common.
is a bald man?
He's kind of a meme. Like, what I would give to see a Pitbull show.
That's like going to see the Despicable Me movies. And then everyone is
you can
dressed up
reuse
as
your bald cap.
Group. Yeah.
Which is nice.
I guess everyone just wants to be bald.
Yeah.
Deep down.
Well, it's false. It's stolen valor for bald people. It's messed up.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
Yeah.
Honestly. We should wear more bald caps.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about the Stampede?
They got a lot of pickle food there. They had like
Pickled
pickle pizza.
Pickled pizza?
I guess pickle was the thing this year. Like there was a pickle stand where it was like pickle fries, pickle this, pickle that, pickle pizza.
Like, are they actually pickling it?
No, like they're putting pickles on a pizza.
Oh. So it's
just
not like
pickles on a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
I would like to say that we need to stop saying pickles are pickles.
Pickles, yeah, pickle is bad.
We need to give pickles a new name.
They are pickled cucumbers. Everything else pickled is pickled, like onions pickled.
Yeah.
I mean, kimchi gets to be kimchi, but that's just a different.
We should just give it all names.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough words going around. And I would also like to see pickled pizza, but just someone who stuck a pizza into a jar of vinegar.
Yeah, I would not like to see that personally. But put in the comments below what you think we should call pickled cucumbers.
Or what we should pickle.
What is this, Good Mythical Morning? We pickled 8 different things and we put them in Mountain Dews.
Actually, this was a story for next time, but Mr. Producer Man did a bunch of different Mountain Dew flavored drinks.
Oh, you want? Yeah.
So, but that can be a story for next time. So
Okay.
tune in next time where we are told about what Mountain Dew flavors mix the best with pickled stuff. Nothing was pickled though, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
You could do a martini.
Yeah.
That's got
Pickled olives, right?
There's
Are they pickled?
there's a drink with pickled something in it.
Well, there's picklebacks. Although that's pickled juice, I think.
And there's Nickelback,
And there's Nickelback.
which is a Canadian band that has probably played the Stampede. I don't know that.
Oh, 100%.
They may have been too big, to be honest. Oh, they've definitely had a Saddle Dome show because I've been to one.
Yeah.
And it was
Well, there's the story.
very fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
And
But-
that's why you want to be a big rock star.
That's actually not how I wanted to be a musician. Although, saying that, Billy Talent played this year at the Coke stage, and they are the reason that I wanted to be a rock star. So, full
You
circle.
want to live in a hilltop mansion and drive 15 cars.
I don't think Billy Talent makes that much money.
Well, sorry, one thing before we go then. On that note, I watched the movie Space Jam yesterday. That movie is very funny because it stars Michael Jordan playing himself just after he had retired from basketball. So, has done pretty well for himself. Quite wealthy man at that point. And in this movie, he lives in just a neighborhood in not a small house, but just a regular house. And he just gets driven around by Wayne Knight in a crappy car. Just the idea that Michael Jordan, probably the richest basketball player at the time.
Damn, I've never actually thought about it
Yeah.
that way. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. And yeah, let us know what your thoughts of pickles are. And
Watch
what
Space Jam.
they should be named. And then watch Space Jam. And then don't watch the second Space Jam. And go listen to Logic, because he needs it, clearly. He's performing at the Coke stage.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
All right. Well, till next time. Deuces.
'Cause I can't stay. No, I can't stay. Drive away, getting closer to